Hi guys, welcome back to my channel Pirai Academy. Today we are going to see about a Leetcode question called Transpose Matrix. So it is Leetcode question number 867. So it is basically a simple. So given a 2D integer array matrix, return the transpose of the matrix. So the transpose of the matrix is matrix flipped over its main diagonal, switching the matrix row and column indices, which means, see here the yellow color is the first row, right? It will be becoming a first column, and this green color will be the second row. It will be becoming the second column, and this red color is the third row, which will be becoming the third column, like this respectively. Okay, so basically they will be giving a n cross m matrix. Okay, fine. How to find the logic behind this? Fine. So here you can take a auxiliary space, right? So it is straight away a easy question. So I'll be taking auxiliary space. Okay. Now let me just write the indices. So it will be 0, 0. Here comes 0, 1. Here comes 0, 2. Here comes 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 2. Then here comes 2, 0, 2, 1, 2, 2. Now just tell me this 2 is going to where? Is as it is. Okay, so place this 2 here. Now this minus 1 going to where? Going to 1, 0. So this 0, 1 is went to 1, 0, which means our row index becoming the column index, and column index is becoming the row index. So my result will be, I'll be placing my minus 1 here. Okay, now 0, 2, it will be placed where? 2, 0. So here the 10 will be placed. Now 1, 0, it will be placed as 0, 1, and then 1, 1 will be placed as 1, and then 9, this 1, 2 will be placed at 9 here, 2, 1. Okay, now this 2, 0 will be placed as 0, 2, and then here comes 6, here comes 7. So this is going to be my final resultant. Can you understand this? So this will be taking me a time complexity of O of n square, O of n into m, and space complexity of O of n into m. Okay, so here this approach is applicable when they have given a n cross m matrix. N cross m matrix. I want to tell you what is the optimized approach also. Okay, for this problem we cannot optimize this approach since they have given that the matrix will be n cross m. Okay, but if it is n cross n matrix, then how we can optimize this approach? Okay, let me take this matrix here. Okay, fine. Now just tell me where this 2 will be going on. It will be remaining here on. Yes. Now this minus 1 is going to this 3, and this 3 is going to this place of this minus 1. Yes. Now this 10 is going to the place of minus 2, while the minus 2 will be going to the place of 10. Yes. Let me take any other color. Okay. Now this 5 will be going to what? This 5 itself. Yes. Now this 9 is going to at the place of this 6, and then at last this 7 will be not changed and it will be remaining here itself. Right? So it is basically like we are just swapping. So if I divide like this, then these two symmetrical will be swapped away. Can you understand this? So what is my core logic is, I am going to traverse in this fashion. Let me change the color. I am going to travel in this fashion. Okay, and I am going to swap it. So how my code something looks like? So first of all, I am just going from 0 up to n. Okay, this rows. Okay, and then what will be my column? My column will be something like from I to n. Can you understand this? From I to n, because at the 0th row I am taking the 0. At first row I am going with 1. At second row I am going with 2. Like that. So it will be I to n. Okay, now I want to swap what? I want to swap my matrix I and j to matrix j and I. Can you understand this? So this is going to be my code, something looks like. Hope you understand this. Okay, here I want to make sure that if you don't put here as I, instead of that you are putting 0, then it will be giving what? The original array itself. Okay, so don't do this mistake, because when you are taking another time, again this 3 and this -1 are swapped. Can you understand this? At first time it will be like this, then if you again swap it, it will be again remain to 3 and it will be remains to -1. Can you understand this? So be careful and always put what? Always start with the index of the previous loop. Okay, now tell me, what is the time complexity? Time complexity will be O of n into m, but my space complexity will be constant because we are doing in a in place. And just listen this, when we can use in place, when the given matrix is n into m. If the given matrix is n into m, then we cannot use in place method. Okay, so be careful and just keep this in your mind. Okay, now we are going to see the n into m matrix. Okay, and you can try this n into n matrix code as I given here itself. Okay, fine. Now let us see the code. See here, initially I will be taking the row as the matrix length and the column as the matrix 0th rows column length. Okay, now my result will be column and row. Fine. So why I am using column and row? Because when I am transposing, then my rows will be transformed into column and column will be transformed into row. For example, if this is my array, then this will be transposed as 1, 2 and 3 like this. Okay, so it is basically like 3 cross 1 is converted into 1 cross 3. That's why we are taking what? Row. Instead of row and column, we are taking column and row. Hope you understand now. Now I am just going on to the entire row and I am going on up to entire column. I am just traversing and I am just making what? Result of j and I is equal to I and j. Can you understand this? So I am doing what? 0, 1. I am taking 0, 1 and putting it 1, 0 like that. Okay, I am just putting in a reverse fashion of the row and column indices, and finally I will be returning the resultant matrix. So let me submit this. Yes, it is submitted successfully. To know about these kinds of algorithms, just go and search in my YouTube channel. If you really like this video, subscribe to my channel, and then you can find these Python and C++ code in the description. Thank you.